The phone's going off already. Please consider subscribing.
Who is it?
Who
is it? Who is it?
It was Sideshow, I think. Yeah, this is a tweet from Sideshow. Not directed towards me or anything like that. I'm not that cool yet. Anyways, welcome everybody to the show. As always, check out official Red Cup Review the Rebellion on Facebook. And now you can actually find my ass on Twitter at Red Cup Review on Twitter. So please follow me on Twitter and we'll bullshit over there too. All right. So you got no excuses now. You can catch me on all forms of social media. We got nobody in the chat with us. I thought somebody was watching. Toy Mafia was
nobody?
With us for a while.
Let me see. What's going on here? Hey, what's up, Toy Mafia?
But all right, it doesn't matter because people are going to watch this on the after show anyway. I didn't really do that much promoting for the show. I promoted like 10 minutes before the video, but I did put the video up last night that we were going live in order for the people that actually hit the bell to follow us actually give a heads up. But I just did all this like quick, real, like 10 minutes before the there we go. There you go. Hey, Rob, just a fan's with us. And Nick Nack. Holy shit. I miss you too. Oh, memories. What's up, Nick Nack? Hello. Is it us you're looking for? Oh, man. What's going on, guys? And Rob, just a fan. What's happening, buddy? How are you? He's awake. I hope you're awake.
How you doing? Wasn't he in the hospital?
I think that was... He might have been, but I know that he's not the guy that was in the hospital. He might have been, but I don't know. The other dude that was in the hospital for a while, Kevin Moore. Okay. Hey, the Briscoe from up north, the Hammer Fist. Boom, dropping it on the show. Glad to have you with us, pal. All right, this fucking place is filling up quick enough, so let's just get into business. Baz, you have any pickups this week? What's on your mind? What's going on?
Pickups this week. Mac and cheese,
is
hot sauce, Doritos, Frankfurters.
Oh God, come on! Anything important?
Let me see. Not a damn thing. I just look at the shit I do have and appreciate it.
That's awesome. You know, it's funny you mentioned that. I was talking to my wife, I think it was yesterday, and I was thinking to myself, you know, I'm really jonesing for like a new statue or a new toy, but something like new. I don't really want to go and hunt for like an older thing just so that it's new for me. I want some fresh blood and excitement to it. And then what I did was I says, you know what? Nothing's being released. I'm going to go into my cabinets and rearrange and dust off some of my toys and then make them new again. Yeah. So it'll be like, hey, look at this thing. Oh, I haven't seen this in a while. Let me fuck with it for a little while. Okay, now it's new. You know.
Cool. Rob, just a fan. Usually out cold by 8. Work wearing me out, but looking to be working. Cool, you're essential.
It's awesome. That's I mean, hey,
you are essential.
You can't ask for much more than that. And for anyone that is watching that isn't an essential worker, you know, from one essential worker to another, I salute you. Baz is an essential worker, but he doesn't want to believe that. But I keep telling him he is.
No, I know I am essential, but I can't. My situation doesn't allow me to work currently.
But we, you know what? How about this? I was listening to Ben Shapiro yesterday, and he was like, you know, this whole idea of what an essential worker is pretty asinine, and he's right. Everything is essential to the person or perspective that it's coming from. So if you go to work and make money, it is essential that you continue to make money to support yourself. So everything is pretty much in one way, shape, or form friggin' essential. Oh shit. Hey, Soundwave NL 1977. That's a good year. I wasn't alive back then, but I heard it was good. What's going on, buddy? I haven't seen him here before. So new face. I'm gonna put the new face up. Go ahead, Baz, you were saying?
Yeah, okay. I wanted to ask you about this. You know, sometimes I go on YouTube and I just like start looking at videos, movie clips and shit. So somehow I ended up watching some like Ghost Rider fight scenes from the first 2 movies. Okay. And I've been getting into them. You know, I know the movies kind of like suck, but the character is so cool and a lot of the scenes are really cool. And I was like, yo, man, like I don't have any Ghost Rider figures or statues, and I was looking online and shit. Like, is there any like Ghost Rider stuff that you think is like actually worth it? Like, what would you suggest? Because I was looking at the Mezco and it looks kind of like bare bones to me. Like on the leather jacket, like he didn't have any of the spikes or any of the studs.
Yeah, no, he's kind of like just. Well, I don't know. That figure still hasn't gone up for pre-order, and I think it's 2 years away. So that ain't gonna quench your thirst anytime soon.
Oh wow!
So we don't even know what that comes with. If it comes with like a different head sculpt, or if a different jacket, or if the head even lights up, or any of that bullshit. Which I hope it doesn't, but whatever. and it's probably going to be really expensive anyway. I know that Marvel Legends just release one of those like a new updated legendary rider bullshit.
The riders, yeah, exactly. I think that's like around $40-$50.
Yeah, that's probably the way to go for now. I hear it's pretty good. I think our buddy, what's his face, has it. He's gonna hang me by my balls for this. Come on, man.
Phil Donahue?
Phil Donahue, our boy Phil Donahue, I think, has it. Kyle, man. Fucking Kyle.
Who's Kyle? Oh, Kylo.
Kylo, exactly. You know what it is? Every time I think of his name, I immediately think of South Park because it's just Kyle. And then I start thinking about South Park and the fucking Stan and shit. And I'm like, no, wait.
Cows, yeah, that's, whatever. Hot Toys Ghost Rider. You know about that one?
Yeah, the Hot Toys Ghost Rider is not the it's not the John Blaze or the Danny Catch. It's the what you call it, the Robbie Ray. Yeah. Okay. And it's like from the TV show Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and shit, and he doesn't have his bike, so I mean
he's pretty cool, but I just don't like the skull design. It's a little fucking weird.
I like the Ghost Rider is like that's like the Punisher without his skull, Ghost Rider without his bike. You need the bike with the flames and shit, in my opinion. Okay, so yeah, as far as that's that. Oh, I did a new review this week. I released it yesterday, I believe. It was on the Aglavale bust that I got from Sideshow and the Kia premium format. Listen, if you guys are not interested in Court of the Dead, and if you guys are not interested in statues, first of all, if you are interested in that shit, you should go watch it. It's a short video. It's 8.5 minutes long. If you don't got 8.5 minutes to watch it, though, just watch the end of the video. Go. I always put something in there, even if it's something that you guys might not be interested in, to try to at least give everybody that watches this channel, the Red Cup fam, a little bit. So if you're not interested in this stuff, just watch the beginning and then the very end. Not the very end, like the last 2 minutes, the first 1 minute, the last 2.5 minutes. Baz, I give a shout out to Pete, the old ice cream guy from the neighborhood in the video.
Oh, God,
yeah. Yeah. So you'll enjoy that if you happen to catch the last 2 minutes of the video I talk about. We had this guy that used to deliver Good Humor ice cream around the neighborhood. Me and Baz used to live really close to when I was much younger, like basically across the street from each other. And there was this guy, Pete, that used to come around in a Good Humor ice cream truck. So you got like Carvel trucks, right? Carvel ice creams, Mr. Softy. Then you have this Good Humor guy, which had like they were like icy ice creams, right? Like ice creams, but they were kind of like ice. Instead of but I'm just trying to describe it for the people that are watching. And they had like
the Chipwich,
it's stuff like that. Chipwich, they had like the WWE ice cream bars. He would have like the Shark bar or like the Buffalo Bill with the bubblegum nose. So I gave a shout out to Pete in the video with not that Pete watches the channel. The guy's probably dead by now.
He's dead.
Yeah,
he used to let you get inside the truck and he'd drive up the block with you inside. And he would just like sing all these types of like songs with your name in it. He'd be like, Robert's family started when Uncle Fester farted. They all became retarded, Robert's family. And it was just so fucking funny, because anything's funny when you're young,
Yeah,
you say retarded and farted and you're a fucking
that's
Robin Williams. Yeah.
But so all right, so there's that. So that was the big thing that kept me busy this week, was doing that video. And that's it. Nothing else new. I didn't pre-order anything. Probably going to wind up ordering I think his name is Joe King is the name of the superhero character. It's on Indiegogo. The book is $40. I got the PDF, but it's such a pain in the ass to read off my phone. And it's 120 pages. And this guy puts like mad panels per page. Like he's the type of artist and writer where there's just mad info on the page. So it takes you a while. So there's a lot of stuff and there's a lot of meat, which is good.
Joe King? Who's that?
Joe King, the incredibly average superhero. It's a comic skate guy, right? So he has this comic where it's like it looks like the Muppets, right? But it's like hard sci-fi. Like the anime, it's very colorful, and it looks like the Muppets are the characters in this book. It's not the Muppets, but it's like Muppet-looking characters, and it's very cartoony animation, like drawing, but it's like all hard sci-fi, but with references of everything you can imagine. Like he references all kinds of shit: Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, anything hard sci-fi related, time travel related shit. It's like crazy chock full of information. I got the PDF. He sent it to me. He's going to come on the show. This is the guy that was like, yo, I'll come on the show, but only if you read my stuff first.
Oh, you got to send that to me. Did you send it to me?
Yeah, no, I never. I don't think I ever sent it to you. I got to send it over to you.
Yeah.
It's dense, man. So I wanted to buy the book so I could actually open it up and like fuck with it and like take it around the house. I mean, I could take my phone around the house, but it's just so small, and I like holding things, you know. But the book is $40 for the book, but it's huge. The fucking thing is like this, man. You know, the trade. It's like 120 pages plus a whole bunch of other shit. But so I was thinking about I was toying with, you know, getting that. I might read a little bit more off my phone, but I put it down for a while because it's just so meaty and heavy. All right, anyways. Moving along. Knick-Knack says, man, I picture you and Baz's childhood like it's something out of a Spike Lee film, hanging out at Danny Aiello's pizza joint and shit. That was pretty much. If
you want to get an idea, watch the movie The Wanderers, and actually a Spike Lee movie called Son of Sam, which was actually filmed
on my corner. Literally, like parts of the movie were filmed literally on Learning Avenue's corner.
Yeah.
So so if you see both of those movies, that was pretty much us growing up, you know. And
there's like pizzerias on every block.
Yeah, it's pizzeria, nail salons, pizzerias, and Chinese food stores, and like a diner every like 10 or 15 blocks. And that's pretty much everything. Son of Sam, LOL. My mother actually went to school with the Son of Sam, Baz. You know, at what was that? The school you went there too. You just weren't there when he was there.
Christopher Columbus, which is also the school in The Wanderers.
Yep, there you go.
Christopher Columbus High School. And I heard that your mother used to make fun of him.
Yeah, no, she did. She was like, my mother was like, right before he left and moved out of the Bronx, she was like, yo, I used to sit behind him, and I think it was science class, and she used to like smack him in the back of his head with a pencil. She was like, all of us fucked with him. She was like, he was the weird kid, and we all fucked with him. She was like, and then he came back to the Bronx and was killing people in Pelham Bay, and she was like, I wonder if he's crossing like Billy Madison crossing names off the fucking list, you know. But
he later said from prison that it wasn't just him; it was like a cult. It was a group of people.
Oh,
and he just took the fall for it. Yeah.
The Knick-Knack also says, all like that Billy Joel song about the Italian restaurant. Yeah, that's kind of like, you know, Linda in it. That's like reminds me of my uncle, and like that's like probably the generation before us, like just Baz is the generation before me, so I guess the generation right before him. All right. So
I saw the latest Rambo, dude. It's on Amazon Prime.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, how is it?
Brutal. It's brutal.
It's awesome. I mean, we went and saw the Rambo before that in the theater, and we friggin' loved it. So
I think this one moves quicker. It gets you engaged faster than the previous one. The previous one has such a slow fucking start to it.
Yeah,
I've never finished it, but Last Blood is fucking sweet. Yeah, it's good, dude. It's just like a nice old fashioned like revenge movie.
Awesome.
And he's fucking dark in it, man. Holy shit.
He just goes straight like, well, that's kind of what I want to watch that for, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rob Just Fan says, just thought it'd be cool to have a 1/6 Billy Joel figure. Yeah, there's a lot of like movie. There's a lot of music people I would like in 6 scale form. Billy Joel would be pretty cool with a piano. That wouldn't be a bad idea. But I wouldn't want this Darth Vader circa 1983 version he morphed into recently. You guys see the picture making its rounds for the last few years around Facebook, where he's got the harmonica up on his face and he looks like fucking Sebastian Stan, Darth Vader, with his bald fucking head at the piano.
Like, looks like death.
He looks like death. Yeah, no, I want like the Stranger Billy Joel, you know.
Oh man, you got me. Yeah, I'm gonna listen to some Billy Joel later. I haven't listened to him in a while.
Who would I like music wise? Well, I would say Kiss. Because I think they would lend themselves best to 6 scale superhero-y action figure like looking things. Plus, they're my favorite band, so I would go with Kiss. I would go with David Bowie, but I would want Ziggy Stardust because I think he would look cool. Like I want things that are aesthetically going to look cool and not just be the artist. You know,
Prince would be dope. Purple Rain Prince with the guitar.
Purple Rain Prince would be cool. Like it's got to be something a little bit more than like the only regular metal guy. Like a Lemmy would be cool. You know, he's got a pretty decent look. I know that the Alice Cooper figure looks really dope with the different switch outs and shit. So they already made him.
Hetfield?
See, Hetfield's cool, but Hetfield's awesome. Metallica's my favorite metal band, but it's just a grumpy dick with with mutton chops at that point. But then again, I guess that's Lemmy too, right? I don't know. But did Sideshow's Alice Cooper get released? Yes, it did. Sideshow's Alice Cooper has been released. There's reviews of it online. I thought about picking it up, but I was like, you know what? I don't want to just have Alice Cooper. I want to have Alice Cooper and a few other guys. I don't want Alice Cooper on a shelf with like Star Wars characters. You know, I need to see more things come out before I support something again. Like I fell for that shit too many times when Mezco tried doing the fucking Universal monsters, and then catfished us with just Frankenstein.
Oh. Nice Angus Young, definitely Angus Young with the
Angus
schoolboy outfit.
Because he's exactly like that's the type of a person you look at and you know who it is immediately. It's got like that iconic look to it, you know. So that would be pretty cool. Gwar, I'm not a fan of Gwar, but they have that special look too, you know. I mean, so did the Insane Clown Posse, and I don't like them. So
I'm Nick Nack. I'm a Bon Scott guy. I like Bon Scott over Brian Johnson. What was it? Highway to Hell is my favorite AC/DC album.
Who's the guy with the really? I don't know AC/DC. I know AC/DC songs. I just don't know them as well as like I guess like by names and stuff. So who's the guy with the really loud, screechy?
Screechy. That's Brian. That's Brian Johnson.
Right. Okay. And you like the other guy?
Yeah, he died. He died choking on his own vomit.
Who? Oh wow, asphyxiated. My cousin died like that. Who did? What songs did he sing?
Highway to Hell.
So the other
Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap, TNT.
So then what did Brian Johnson sing?
What you call it? You Shook Me All Night Long, Back in Black.
Well, I gotta fucking listen to these guys now back to back to because it's all just a blur in my head right now of just the same singer, you know. Yeah. I always just kind of put them together.
I'll send you some stuff to look at, man. I love AC/DC.
Yeah, word. No, hell yeah, definitely. All right, guys.
I take a Megadeth, Dave Mustaine. He's iconic enough for me.
Yeah, see, those guys are cool. Like I would want to rock him because he's my favorite rapper, but in reality, he's just a dude wearing baggy clothes with a gold chain. You know what I'm saying? Like I think a Slick Rick figure, even though I like Rakim more than Slick Rick, would look cooler because he's got the gold eye patch and the teeth and that iconic smile with the Kango on. So it all depends on what you're going for as far as like, do you want something just because you want it, which is fine, or do you want something that maybe is going to add something a little bit more to the display on top of just being that guy? I think that like, talking about 6 scale figures, and how pricey they usually are, it would have to be something that kind of like checks all the boxes. I'm gonna get real lefty on you real quick. It's got to check all the fucking boxes in order for me to sign up. They see here the Cranberries. Hurricane. Oh, okay.
Zombie. That's a good album.
Yeah, but then again, he's just a blonde. Like from a figure perspective, it's just a blonde-haired guy in bummy, ratty clothes.
Does he come with the shotgun though?
Oh, stop. The Beatles would be cool.
Needles.
The Beatles would be dope because they would learn
needles.
Lend themselves to different styles of figure. Like you could do the Sgt. Pepper's Beatles, which would probably look fucking awesome in 6 scale form. But when you think of the Beatles, what do you think of?
That would be expensive, dude.
What?
Holy shit!
The Sgt. Pepper Beatles would be mad.
Easy 300.
Easy
300 or more. 330.
Those outfits would be crazy intricate to have to do. But when everybody thinks of the Beatles, sometimes they just think of the bowl head haircuts, when they first came out in '63. And that's like the iconic Beatles, but the ones that'll really be like, holy shit, is like, the Yellow Submarine era kind of the Beatles, you know what I'm saying? So all right. Let's go look at some collectibles, Baz. What do you say?
Go for it. What about a Slash from Guns N' Roses?
Slash is cool because he has that own special look. He has that real iconic special look too. Hell yeah. The top hat and the glasses and shit. Okay. Coming soon. They showed off this Cyclops 6 scale figure that they just showed one picture of. I'm not that crazy about it. However, I'm pretty happy that they are sticking with something. I can't talk out of 2 sides of my mouth and say that they're like, why'd they make this, when it's like, at least they're sticking with it. I just said a few paragraphs ago about how I like people to stick with things, and this is pretty cool. Then again, I stick with Mezco's for my superhero-y type versions of the characters. One guy said he's not jacked enough that Cyclops is supposed to be a powerhouse. I never, ever put those two thoughts together in my head. Cyclops.
But this particular Cyclops should be Jack, because that's a Jim Lee Cyclops, man.
Yeah, a little bit
more. At this point, he's got a superhero body. Like, I know they used to call him Slim when he was younger or something. He was like a tall, skinny guy. But at this point in his career, Cyclops is kind of jacked.
Yeah, I guess
he's a veteran. He's a veteran superhero at this point.
At this point,
he should be bigger.
This is more the Dave Cockrum build, right? Like the
or I would like this build would be fine if it was like the original 1960s X-Men outfits, the black and the yellow. You know,
true.
It looks kind of boring to me.
I don't know if I guess they're going with an orange, or if this is just the way it was photoshopped. But his outfit's actually supposed to be yellow. These are supposed to be yellow, not necessarily orange. It's kind of looking orange to me. Then again, I am colorblind, so I think it looks orange. It could be yellow. I don't know. One thing I think is pretty cool, though, is that like right here around the thumb area, they actually have the button that he presses, so he doesn't have to press the side of his ear anymore. So that's a pretty cool little detail that they added, because he presses the button now in his hand, and it opens up his optic blast in this outfit. So I thought that was pretty cool. Moving along. So we don't got to. What do you guys think of Cyclops? Let's see. They also showed off another Deadpool premium format coming soon, because of course you can't have enough Deadpool premium formats in your life, because if you're not making one Deadpool premium format a year, I guess you're not doing it right. I don't like Deadpool as a character, but I gotta say I think this is the coolest looking premium format out of the ones they've released so far. I didn't really like the first one. I thought the second one, where he was slicing the thing in half, was kind of like wonky looking. I kind of think this is pretty cool. He's like doing some kind of weird like surf move on his little moped here, and I like the two swords out. I think that's pretty cool. He's going to come with swap out parts and shit, So, but Deadpool premium format kind of been there, done that a little bit, right, Baz? Yeah, exactly. It feels good. All right. Elephant in the room, Scout Trooper and Speeder Bike. Now they have the Scout Trooper by himself for $230. That's just the Scout Trooper, and then they got him with the Speeder Bike and the smiling Baby Yoda. Now the Baby Yoda that comes with the Mandalorian is like he has like a different expression. So at least they're giving you a different expression with this Baby Yoda. So it's a different sculpt. Yeah. You got smiling cutesy face Baby Yoda. You got that's what we like to call here at the Banks house, the Chicky Nuggy face. That's the Chicky Nuggies. So he's got his little pouch. And what the fuck did I just do? Well, anyways, you got the Speeder Bike Scout Trooper for $455 with punchable Baby Yoda. What do you think, Baz?
I don't care.
I don't care. So you're just not going to talk at all during this segment? I'm just going to carry this whole fucking thing alone here. Come on.
I told you, man. My enthusiasm for Star Wars is really lessened.
But you like The Mandalorian.
I do, but whatever. I don't care, man.
All right.
That franchise has been kind of like sullied for me, and Disney
we're gonna stop this shit again. You liked the last movie, so then what? You went back and watched The Last Jedi and hated it?
I didn't even go back, because I liked that they tried to fix things from The Last Jedi, but The Last Jedi fucked things up so much, it's irreparable.
You guys,
but I liked because they tried to fix things. They tried, but it wasn't good enough. But it was enjoyable, but I'm probably not even going to watch it again.
Wow, you're fucking nuts. All right, moving along.
Yeah, exactly. I'm knucking futs, bro.
You're knucking futs. This, I've seen somebody online complain that he has like yellow weathering, obviously, because they're on like a deserty type area, but the actual Speeder Bike itself has like black blast marks, kind of like scratch marks, instead of it, like it looks too different, like two-tone. That was like a complaint that I'm seeing. Another thing, I don't know. I think it's a different figure than the Return of the Jedi one. And let me get the full body shot, because somebody was complaining about the full body. Well, that's everything he comes with. He comes with punchable Baby Yoda and a whole bunch of like other little flippity flap things, and the gun rotates and all that shit. The stand looks nice. I mean, the price is pretty on point, not for nothing though. $455, considering the figure itself is like $230. And then, that's a vehicle that you're getting with it, basically. It's a pretty big fucking piece. I'm trying to get a stand-up body here, though. Here we go.
How many of these are PJ buying?
Oh, I don't know. I know he bought one already, but I know some people are buying 2 and 3 already. It's crazy. So the difference between this one and the Return of the Jedi one is that the Return of the Jedi had like those like the pack that went around their waist. It was almost like a pouch that kind of like went around their entire midsection, and there was no black cloth piece. There, some people are saying that this looks too diapery, like he's wearing like a sumo diaper or something, or the armor up top looks like a brassiere. But then again, they always had the brassiere top, so.
Yeah, maybe it adds to like them being comedic characters. They're kind of like chumps.
Yeah, I guess pretty much. I'm seeing here. I would get a few of the speeder bike sets if I would like to customize. If I could, I would like to customize a few of them. Rob's fan said Luke's dead. The magic is gone. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm OG trilogy from now on.
I love it, but 500, wow, that's coming from the Plastic Planet, and he is like, I know he's a big time Star Wars collector. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess by the time you get it shipped and all that other shit, 455, 500 is pretty steep. But I don't know. I mean, I see people. Am I getting it? No, because I don't need more troopers. I got one original. Well, it's not an original Stormtrooper. It's a Stormtrooper from Return of the Jedi, but that's good enough for me. And I have my regular Stormtrooper, and I'm good. I don't need every different trooper there is to have. What's up, buddy? Just come and hang out?
Yep.
All right, cool. All right, so moving along, I guess there's not much as much enthusiasm in the chat here as there is for some of this other stuff. These figures were released, Baz. We take a look at them a couple of weeks ago. The statues, $585. We knew that that's what the price was going to be, but here are some more in-hand images. I'm all about the smiling sculpt. I think the Grimace sculpt, it looks pretty good, but the smiling sculpt is where it's at, in my opinion. And
they both look good.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty huge. 23 inches tall is pretty damn big. It's the size of a premium form. It's not a premium format because Thanos is supposed to be bigger, but it is the size of your average premium format at around 23, 24 inches. So there's that. So this thing is going to be pretty damn massive.
I'm hearing we're going to see a young Thanos in the Eternals movie.
Ooh, that's pretty interesting. It'd be pretty cool.
Makes sense. Yeah.
He see, I don't know, Baz. The problem I'm having here is I look at this and I'm like, yeah, the comics colors look good, classic colors. If you're gonna have like the classic Avengers stuff, he's like stepping on the Avengers sign, the A from the Avengers. So that's a pretty cool thing that they added there. But nice little, detail. But the problem I have is that this one kind of looks, I don't know. Does it look too cartoony or plasticky compared to the modern version? Is that there's not enough brushwork on it?
No, I like the classic version way better.
Yeah. I don't know the modern. If I had to choose between the two, I would probably go with the classic version too, because the colors pop like a son of a bitch. But I don't know. There's something about it that it makes it seem. I hope it doesn't look too toyish. Like that's what I'm getting at. Here's the whole collection right here in a nutshell.
Yeah, hold on. I'll comment on that in a second. Hold on. Robert, just a fan. Imagine a Dale Arden Princess Allura. Oh my God. Yes, my 13-year-old self is crying.
What? Who's Princess Allura?
That's Ming's daughter, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, hey, look, if you want to see characters like that, you got to support the Big Chief Studios and what they're doing with Flash Gordon, because they're pretty much in line to make that whole set.
Okay, I'm loving the Black Widow and the Wasp. That's a nice Captain America too. Does he have the wings on his ears?
That's the exclusive version. He doesn't have the wings on his ears here because it's the modern head, and then you pop this head off and you put the classic head on, and he has the wings. So that's like his little swap out. The one thing that bothers me about the Cap is I'm not crazy about the pose, man. I think that the shield is covering up too much of the body. He's kind of like, I don't know. To me, it seems like he's almost like shucking along, like
Mm-hmm.
I love the Iron Man. I think he looks great. The Wasp looks dope. The Black Panther looks awesome. They sent me the Hulk, so the Hulk was dope. I reviewed that. The Thor. I love this pose for Thor. With having a hammer up, so it's kind of like he's calling to the gods and stuff. The Black Widow.
Can you get a close up of the Hulk's head? Fuck.
Yeah, that's about as close as I'm going to be able to get here. Why? What's up?
Okay, they made the top of his head too small.
The top of his head. Yeah, someone had mentioned that. They're like, oh, I thought the Hulk, I believe Kenny Beeler was like, the Hulk's head looks like it's too small. And it's probably because it goes in off the brow, like they made the brow really pronounced. And I guess the top.
When you do the brow that large, you have to give him the flat Frankenstein like top of the head.
Oh, the total, because this is like a half Kirby, right? Like the brow itself is Kirby, but the top of his head doesn't have that Frankenstein flatness to it, so it kind of
it doesn't work. Doesn't look right.
Top, yeah. I see exactly what you're saying. Yeah, it's a pretty decent set. I mean, look, these things are friggin' huge. So if you're gonna get this whole set, more power to you, and that's great. But you're gonna need like a dining room table for that whole set, man. They're massive. And the Hulk is massive, dude. So if you're going to get all these other ones around, and they are 5th scale, so they're not as big as premium formats. They're in like the 15 to like 18-inch range as opposed to the 23, 24-inch range.
That's all the Avengers you would need. You got the whole friggin' team, and then you have Thanos. You're good.
Yeah,
for the rest of your life.
Pretty much, yeah. That's like...
You know, when you're like in 90 years old, sitting in the rocking chair... You know, and you got your Avengers statues right next to you, and you frickin' the youngster next door comes by to look at it, and then later on he friggin' comes in your house and robs you. Like that's how I see it.
I'm sorry, guys, if I'm not keeping up with the chat. I'm bouncing back and forth between showing this shit off and looking at what you guys are saying. Let's see. That Thor and Iron Man posts have been done since Bowen. Yeah, they are old Bowen-y type poses. You guys got to remember, I'm relatively new to the statue game. Okay, Rob, are you getting any tweeter heads? I already have the Batman superpowers. I have the Wonder Woman superpowers. I don't have the Batman exclusive because I didn't think it was necessary to get them with a swap out Batarang. To me, that was not necessary to pay the premium on. So I got the regular Batman. I got the Wonder Woman special edition, though, that comes with the swap out shield and sword and the reflectable bullets and stuff. So I got that one. And I got the Superman coming whenever it ships, whenever they redo it, because they redid the Superman, because the Superman cape was like causing scratch marks on the neck and it wasn't sitting right. And it was like the original run on the Supermans weren't that good. So they're rerunning the Superman, and I have from Spec Fiction Collectibles the Superman coming whenever it gets off the tanker or decides to ship. Getting in touch with Chad and asking him questions are not very easy. Chad's the guy that runs Tweeterhead. I've been trying to get him on the show. He's been on the Batman statue collector before. He's a little cagey and probably, worried because we're a little bit more intense on this channel, and we don't really the language, we don't pull our punches, so he might be staying away for that reason. I don't know. Maybe we just don't have enough people for him to think it's worth it. But we're waiting. I'm waiting on that Superman. So I'll have Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, just like I have the Batman, the Superman, Wonder Woman, and the Batman in premium format. I'm thinking of just staying with the superpowers Trinity, like just Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. I was thinking about getting Robin. I was thinking about getting Green Lantern. Then I was like, the Robin looks really dope with Batman, but Grace wants me to get Green Lantern. I would probably get like maybe Green Lantern, Aquaman, and Flash, and just have that as my Justice League. Well, they haven't shown off Aquaman or Green Lantern or Flash yet.
Why won't you get Green Lantern? Because he's one of my favorites.
Yeah, there you go.
Ask Grayson if he could do the Green Lantern oath.
Can you? He don't know the oath.
Come on, Grayson.
No, he don't know it. He's like, I don't know it.
Come on, help him. In brightest day.
In brightest day.
In darkest night.
In darkest night.
No evil.
No evil.
Shall
pass.
Shall pass.
No evil shall pass.
Evil shall not pass. What you call it? All right, so. What do you think of this, Baz? At 140, it's actually pretty dope. They're small statues, but look at the detail on this, bro. If you're a Lord of the Rings guy, man, I mean, they got them set up as in when you get the whole set, it's going to be like that scene in the Mines of Moria where they're all like kind of standing back to back, like ready to take on the onslaught of the orcs. I think that's pretty dope.
What scale is this?
1/10. So it is 8.2 inches tall. 7 inches wide, nice small statue. So when you get the whole set, it's only going to wind up being like maybe this big, like across, like with all the characters and shit. So that's pretty cool. And it's relatively cheap considering statues nowadays. And I just think the detail on it looks incredible. I saw this. I was like, damn, he actually comes with him standing on top of the casket, which is really dope. And they released this one up for pre-order. Legolas, obviously. and you put him right next to the Gimli. You know, he's got the base and the mines and shit. I think that looks dope, man. Especially if you can't get your hands on the Azimuth stuff, since they've been, you know, it's been a while, and you're like, you know what, I'm more of a statue guy. I think these are pretty damn cool, man. You know, but the problem with this, though, again, is that if you get this, you kind of got to get them all, right? I mean, how do you have like half of the Lord of the Rings? All right, look at that. That's fucking awesome, man.
I think you could just chill with those two for a little while. I mean, eventually you probably fill out the rest, but you got yourself a Gimli and Legolas. Those two pair up pretty good.
No, yeah, they definitely do. So if you're gonna get two, I guess these are the two to get. But I'm the wizard guy. I'm all about Gandalf. So then there it just snowballs from there. Gandalf. Then how you're not gonna get the king and Aragon, and then so on and so on and so forth.
I'm gonna rewatch the Hobbit series, man.
Yeah, oh, it's awesome, dude. The Two Towers was on last night. So here's the basically the size of it right there. They actually have a guy holding it to give you an idea of how big it is. So it's still pretty decent sized, you know, all things considered for a statue. You know, it's not like, oh, I got like this little piece of shit that just sits on my desk. This is actually, you know, got some size to it. All right, let's see. Collectibles. What else? They got this Peaky Blinder figure that came out, but I have no connection to Peaky Blinders. So although that looks pretty good for Cillian Murphy from a non-super popular, who's doing this? Big Chief Studios. There you go. Let's see. Do they have a picture of him not in the dark where you can actually see how the likeness is? It's decent. You know, for non-Hot Toys, it's actually pretty damn good. The tailoring looks really good. He don't look like Cillian Murphy there or there. Only in certain shots he looks like him, but looks pretty cool. Not bad, not great, not thrilling, but nice.
269.
269. That's a little nuts. I don't even know what he comes with though. Hold on, let me go back to it. I was like, holy shit, that's a little pricey. That's a little bit more than a Hot Toy there, Big Chiefy. Let's see. We're gonna have like you know, sometimes they have like the roundup of all the stuff he comes with. Maybe he comes with like a bunch of stuff, and we're just not seeing it. And they have him without his jacket on, smoking his pipe. They got him with his Tommy gun. No, they're not even sure. All right, so what does he come with? What's in the box? One head portrait. Yeah, okay. A pair of braces and shoes and whatever. Waistcoat and all that. Okay, see you later, Gray. One Newsboy cap. Okay, molded. So it's one Newsboy cap fabric. Okay, so it comes with two hats, the semi-automatic pistol, the fob watch and chain and ingot, pair of glasses, lit cigarette, unlit cigarette, filtered cigarette for mouth, cigarette case open, cigarette case closed, cigarette lighter, a lot of cigarette stuff, tumbler with whiskey, and the Shelby gin bottle. Comes with a lot of accessories, but again, I don't know the show. I hear it's good, but you know, the 269, 300 shipped, I don't know about that. And they got these two like new prints that came out. I wanted to get the Secret Origins print, and I saw the size of it and went, nah, not getting it. It's way too big for me. I love this picture. I love anything Alex Ross style. Right? That's a really nice picture. It's pretty much everybody you would want.
I've seen that so many times, though. Jesus Christ.
Well, look, dude, they're taking all the old Alex Ross paintings that you couldn't get before, that you had to pay like, you know, $1,500 for the G-Clays for the paintings, and now you're getting them in lithograph form. So they're going to re-release everything for like, you know, for people that could actually don't want to spend over $1,000. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we've seen it, and it's signed by him, so that's pretty cool. It's 300 framed, but look at the size of this thing, dude. It's friggin'. I can't do anything that's not 11 by 17 anymore. If it's any bigger than 11 by 17, I'm not getting it. This is dope as hell. Love the characters, love DC, but it's way, way too massive. 18 by 24, 22 by 18 framed. Yeah, it's just way too friggin' big. Yeah, look inside the frame. Yeah, frame black. Right, bam! Look at the size of this thing.
Enough of this played out image. Edwin wants you to click on Godzilla.
Godzilla. 1993. Godzilla from X Plus. Let's see.
I've got mail.
Is this a statue? I guess this is a statue. I don't know, how big is it? Looks pretty good. The only Godzilla I remember is Godzilla 85. 11 inches tall. They're not giving you the weight on him, though. So he's Oh, about that big. What's his price on it for 11 inches? 185 for 11 inches ain't too big. What is he made of, though? What is he made of? What is Godzilla made of? Presenting Godzilla 93 from Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla 2, released in 93. It's PVC. All right, so for a PVC statue, that's about right, I guess. 185 for something that big. You know, so the weight ain't going to be that heavy on it. Take a look at his tail. Yeah, he's going to be big, though, in the back. He's going to probably be just as long as he is tall. So if you're looking at, 11 inches tall, he looks like he's at least 11 inches long.
That's Matthew Broderick Godzilla?
No, this is 93 Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla 2 is what this is from.
Okay.
So, yeah, he's got a nice evil face. Nice, scary Godzilla face. I saw the new Godzilla movie with Grayson, the King of the Monsters. It was pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah, it was good, right?
Pretty damn good. Yeah, man, it was cool. I like the fact that spoilers. Does anybody in here give a shit about Godzilla, the new Godzilla versus the King
Listen, if you haven't watched it by now, it's your problem.
All right. The girl being the bad guy, finally, it was good. Good twist. I like the girl being the crazy asshole bad guy character.
She was the crazy environmentalist.
Yeah, nice. Good. X Plus is the Hot Toys for Godzilla fans. All right, cool. There you go. Awesome. Edwin Diaz. Funny how Alex Ross's faces all look like his face. Even Wonder Woman. That's awesome.
Nick Knack. I liked it. I love the Burning Godzilla callback. Isn't there a name for that version of Godzilla? I know he has a certain name when he's burning.
Oh, me and Grayson enjoyed the shit out of the movie, man. That's all I got to say about that.
You had Mothra versus Rodan, right?
Yeah, that was cool. Rodan was cool. They made King Ghidorah really just diesel, like really fucking diesel. So that was cool.
There's this one shot of Ghidorah in the backdrop on a fucking volcano, I think, or a mountain, and you see a cross right in front. The shot I was like, this is like a heavy metal album cover.
Yeah. Yeah, it was dope, man. That was really freaking dope. All right. Screen share again. One other thing I wanted to look at with Shabazz that you had showed me earlier in the week, and you guys probably already seen this too, especially if you're in the group, and that is the in-hand pics of Duke from G.I. Joe. Baz shared the in-hand pics of Scarlet, which I think looks absolutely great. The articulation on these things are freaking amazing. Scarlet needed darker red though. She has orange hair. Her hair should have been like a red, like a nice deep red. I might even throw some black wash on the hair once I get the figure to kind of give it a little bit more pop, so it's not as plasticky looking. But I'm loving the packaging. You can see on the back here pretty much the figures that we're going to probably wind up getting first. Let's see who we have here. We have a couple of Cobra ninjas, whatever they are, right? You have these are pit vipers, I think, back here on top of Baroness. I like the design of Baroness. So it looks like that you could tell from like the way Snake Eyes is dressed and the shoulder guard here on Scarlet, that these are the way the characters are probably going to look when we finally do get figures of them. So I think I'm digging the way Baroness looks. I mean, I really hope that they can get a real hot face for her because she's like one of my all-time favorite cartoon IP girl characters. And that's going to be the Cobra Commander mask you're going to get. It's pretty cool. Hopefully they'll have the switch out with the mask, the cloth mask. And who knows if we're going to get any of these vehicles? I highly doubt it, but I have a feeling that this is like the first wave. You can see here. So, you got Gung Ho here. So if I had to guess, second wave, you're looking at Gung Ho, Baroness, Cobra Commander, maybe a Pit Viper, and one of the ninjas. That'll probably be the second wave. Getting to the figure itself. What do you think, Baz? Classic Duke face? You think it looks good enough? Soldiery enough? Square enough jaw? A little bit more black wash in the hair would have been nice, but it looks good. It looks good. It's good to me. You got double joints. It's more than we could say for some Mezco releases. You got double joints.
They could have went more for a flat top look, but that's me nitpicking.
Yeah, he's got like a new age haircut. Totally. That's total new age military. Whatever. It is a little nitpicky, but I get it. I don't disagree with you. Double joints in the elbows and in the knees, which is pretty cool. Let's see. They have like some some pictures of him with like, all right, they got like the backpack that's removable that's on all the G.I. Joe figures. You know, all right, the weapons here, they're a little bit more futuristic, like lasery looking, but you can get yourself other weapons from other figures and figure lines and kind of mix them in. I thought this picture was pretty interesting because this is not the Snake Eyes. This is not the Snake Eyes that came with the what the fuck? This is not the Snake Eyes that came in the exclusive. That's got to be the regular release Snake Eyes, because the Snake Eyes that comes in the exclusive has like fatigues for pants. Like he has like army fatigue pants almost, and he has like some green kind of mixed into his outfit. So you're pretty much getting a different deco for the Snake Eyes, which I think is pretty damn cool. You know, give you the opportunity to get two different characters. And I like this look better anyway, because I've always liked the all black Snake Eyes look.
This is such a cool wave. I like how like you're kind of like it's the equivalent of getting Cyclops, Wolverine, and Jean Grey in the same first wave. You know?
Yeah, totally agree. And look, he fits in with Marvel Legends too. It's almost like he fits in with Black Series. So if you have like a bunch of like Stormtroopers and you wanted to like have them jump in Duke, that would be pretty cool.
You got to put Duke and Cap together.
Duke and Cap would look great.
Leading the squad forward.
We might be giving Nick Nack post-traumatic stress right now. He hates mixing IPs. He hates mashups. I don't know. He looks good. Look, he even has a butterfly joint, bro. Look at that. That's what we were wondering a few weeks ago. He's got the butterfly joint in the shoulder here. You can see here, right? Is that showing up for you guys right here? Right? What makes that awesome is that you can do shit like this, and he's actually looking down his sights. You could probably even cross his arms like, like here. Here's his arm like crossing over in front of his chest a little bit. So you're getting that little extra more range of motion in the front of the body, which is freaking awesome,
These aren't sold out, right? Like if you
you can still get them. Yeah, go click on the link in the. If you're gonna order this shit, please use the link on the official Red Cup Review, the Rebellion page. Here's a better look at the articulation here, right? So you have the here, and here's your butterfly joint that's gonna move in and out. So they made it. They actually sculpted this part of the butterfly joint in here. So if you just had his arms down at his side, it's just gonna look like a rumple or a crinkle in his shirt. Because you could see, you guys might not see it the way I'm seeing it, but it's molded. It's not just a painted piece of under plastic. So that's like an extra molding there. And then when you butterfly them in, obviously you'll get the forward crossover. I don't know. Look at the articulation on this shit, dude. This shit is the end rocker ankles up the ass.
What is he, Spider-Man?
Yeah, exactly. Well, look, everybody's an articulation Nazi these days. So you got his legs are spread like that, and his foot is flat on the ground. I mean, you really can't ask for much more. Everyone's feet are flat on the ground. Everyone could crouch and get into crazy dynamic poses. That shit looks dope as hell, man. I have a feeling though that the weapons are going to be a little bit of where they're going to cinch on this, because you could even see here, like in this photo, how it's kind of like warping a little. Mm-hmm. Right over here, you could see how the weapon is just kind of warping up towards the nose of the barrel here. So you might want to go and get yourself some Marvel Legend weapons or some weapons from some other figures and put them in their hands and shit. It'd be nice if you could have like a real M16. But I like it. I think it looks good.
Mm. I can't wait to see Storm Shadow. You can put him in nice, like Archer pose. Yeah,
exactly. Hopefully they do vehicles. Rob Swallow says, if they do vehicles, they're going to be massive, though, man. You're talking massive. Like, you got to expect, like, the regular Joe vehicles were like this. So, like, these friggin' vehicles are going to be, pretty expensive and big. I mean, the Black Series did the TIE Fighter. You ever see what the Black Series TIE Fighter looks like, Baz? It's humongous.
Yeah.
Like beyond huge. And that's just a TIE Fighter. So it's like,
I've seen those at Target.
So it's like, holy shit. Like, I mean,
those didn't sell, though. They didn't sell. They didn't move. So.
The smaller vehicles wouldn't be bad. Like, you got to have Serpentor on his sled. You got to have maybe those little bubble things that the Cobra officers used to ride around in. They had like the big shield that came over their head. They were like little mini jet helicopter-y looking things, kind of. Shit like that.
That's what the Rider series is for. Like with the what they have for the Marvel figures, the writers.
Yeah, exactly. You'll have like that type of stuff exactly in the Rider series. Perfect, perfect stuff. All right, Baz, you got any news for us for the week? Enough fucking collectibles and spending money and all that bullshit.
All right, let's start with the coolest shit that I found. Do a screen share.
Yep.
Ready?
Waiting on you.
Okay. And voila. You got it?
Oh yeah, look at him, Mr. Pointy Ears elf, angry elf himself.
So we got some more info on the Black Adam / JSA movie, which is slated to start filming in August. And The Rock was actually he was filming a movie for Netflix with starring Gal Gadot and Ryan Reynolds.
Okay. Oh God, Ryan Reynolds is like the new poster boy for fucking Netflix. He's like the new Adam Sandler action Netflix guy.
How cool is that, though? You're gonna have Ryan Reynolds riffing off of The Rock.
Yeah. No. Perfect.
Wonder Woman. I mean, that's some cast, but so this will be according to him, this will start filming in August, and they put out a call for actors to. For the character of Dr. Fate.
Ooh.
And we have a description here. A master of the mystical arts and ageless, to be played by a 40 to 50-year-old male. Additionally, Dr. Fate's casting describes this as a strong supporting role.
Interesting.
Okay, and then you have a description of Black Adam, a corrupt ancient Egyptian predecessor of Captain Marvel, who fought his way to modern times to challenge the hero and his Marvel family associates. So, lead male 40 to 50, obviously he's been cast by The Rock. And then you have Hawkman 30 to 40, Isis 20 to 30, Atom Smasher.
What? This is a JSA movie, dude. They're making the fucking JSA movie and lampooning it as a Rock Black Adam movie.
Stargirl, Dr. Fate, and Hawkgirl, all supporting roles. Okay, so now we get a little idea of what's going on in the film. The film is set to open many years in the past, with Black Adam releasing the same 7 sins from the first Shazam. The Justice Society of America must stop him.
So wait a second, they're going to have him re-release the 7 sins? What is it going to be, the first movie all over again? Like, are they like... We're going to make you pay for the same movie twice, except this one has The Rock.
Then it says here, the film's first act has all of the JSA superheroes taking on Black Adam with all their powers, and they initially defeat him. But that's when the film fast forwards to Black Adam being awakened again, where the film follows the JSA reforming to take him down again in present day.
And defeating him again.
Defeating
him again. So he's just a punk. They got to have him win a little bit. I mean, shit.
So now I heard that the Stargirl may not be in it. They may switch her out with Cyclone. You ever seen that?
Yes,
character?
I know the girl Cyclone. Yep.
It's pretty cool. So I don't mind. I mean, that may be because of the Stargirl television show that's coming up.
Yep, probably
next month, which got rave review that I posted on the Facebook page.
Yeah, what did that person say real quick? I didn't get a chance to see the video.
She was like, she thought it was gonna suck, and she didn't like the idea of it, and she saw it, and she was blown out of the water. She said it was amazing.
That's awesome.
I think she likened it to like Riverdale meets Watchmen.
Oh, okay, it's pretty cool.
So, but it was a rave review. She was going nuts about it. So, I mean, you saw the trailer. It looked really good.
Yeah, the trailer kind of like changed my mind up about not, when I saw the I wasn't that crazy about the movie poster. Then I saw that, I was like, wow, that's pretty dope in the trailer. I read a synopsis for the Batman movie a couple of days ago. I don't know if you've seen it. Basically, it takes place in modern times, right? It's Batman's second year. We kind of knew that already. It's about It's kind of like the Long Halloween, but not really. Like they're just taking little bits and little itty bitty pieces of it, and basically, it's about the Riddler killing off mayor. It's election year, and the Riddler is killing off the mayoral candidates one by one and leaving riddles. So Batman is basically like the Sherlock Holmes, and Lieutenant Gordon is his Watson almost. And they're trying to solve the Riddler's puzzles and stop all the candidates, obviously, all these political candidates from dying.
And Penguin is running also for mayor.
The Penguin goes by the name of Oz, supposedly, and he's not, as of right now, he's not a bad guy. He's running, but he's still on like the radar of the Riddler or something like that. Mm. So again, with the fucking mayor, like the Penguin can only run for mayors in movies, right? Which is a perfect transition.
Always running for mayor. Did you read what you call it? Earth One Batman.
Earth One Batman. No, the first trade. I never read the second one.
Yeah, he was running for mayor in that also. Right? Yeah, I think so.
Hey, that's cool. Whatever. Take little aspects, I guess, homages from didn't he run for mayor in the 1966 TV show too?
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. He did. That's where it comes from.
Like Neil Adams wears blue shirts, the Penguin runs for mayor. Speaking of the Penguin running for mayor in Batman Returns, we have a post up in the official Red Cup Review Rebellion page. For those of you that have, I'm sure everybody already fucking voted that's watching the show now. But if you haven't, we're trying to get together for our first watch along, where we're gonna do a live show like this. But instead of doing a show, we're gonna be watching a movie. We'll put it on mute, and we're gonna be doing commentary. So if you guys want to watch it live with us, we'll tell you guys when we press the button. And if you obviously want to just watch the commentary and the follow the chat afterwards, you'll be able to go, okay, 3, 2, 1, and then press play. And we'll watch it together. Right now, the movies that are in the lead is Batman Returns with 5 votes and 4 votes for Superman 3 and 4 votes for Spider-Man 3, I believe, or 3 votes for Spider-Man 3. Those are the ones that are in the lead out of the choices. And you guys could always add your own choices as well. But as of right now, it's looking like Batman Returns or Superman 3. And, me and Basil just riff on the movie. Even though we love Batman Returns, we got enough shit in that movie we could fucking tear apart.
Yeah, we make fun of every Batman movie.
Yeah, we love it. We make fun of him, whatever. It's fine. That's that. All right, Baz, I got nothing else for you this week, man. Roger Fan says, I think Superman 3. Baz might have just got his tie that he's voting for. And I'll tell you guys this. If the voting comes in real tight, where for the next one, we'll either do a new poll with like the next best movie, like back on the poll again, or we'll just do like, all right, our first 2 movies will be Returns and then Superman 3 or Superman 3 and then Returns. We'll probably wind up doing both. But it's always nice to see what people want to see first. Anyone interested in the 1/6 Red Sun Batman figure? I did not even know they were making a 1/6 Red Sun Batman figure. Had no idea. Where the hell did you see this there, Mr. Briscoe?
Did anyone see Red Sun from Robert Just a Fan? I haven't seen it yet. I saw a few clips, but I didn't watch the whole movie. I read the graphic novel, though.
Yeah, I heard it's a parts pretty heavily in the second half from the graphic novel, which is pretty stupid in my opinion. I haven't had a chance to watch it either. I'm gonna have to buy it. My device isn't on the up and up, so I'm
really
my device is kind of giving me problems. So I'm sitting up in the cut. I'm lamping.
Not a good time for your device to give you problems.
Yeah, exactly. So
dildos are hard to come by nowadays.
You got to ask Baz about the Harley cartoon. I did not subscribe to the DC universe thing. Baz, how's the Harley cartoon?
Whatever.
You're sick of her too.
I'm sick of Harley, and it doesn't take anything serious. It's a big joke. Whatever. Not my thing.
Yeah. Okay. Deadpool Harley.
It's just a comedy. Yeah. It's just.
Was it funny?
All the other characters. I saw the first episode, and it was alright. Nothing that makes me want to subscribe to the DC Universe app.
Right. Oh yeah, you saw what you had to see and you bounced out of there, right?
Yeah, I was like, my subscription ran out and there's nothing else going on. It was just that, and I was like,
I'm not gonna re-up. I'm gonna probably wait till Titans comes back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Yeah, I still haven't even seen. I saw half of the second series. I loved it. I saw half of the second.
Hold on. What's your fun watching? Watch Happy, dude. Happy is way better than anything involving Harley Quinn.
What's your fun watching?
Happy on Netflix, season 1 and 2.
Baza watches the Joker film for fun watch. That's fun. Okay, something that I gotta ingest it. It's like a meal, real heady stuff. So I feel like I want to fucking hang myself after I watch it.
Yeah, dude, you haven't seen it? Good. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Trust me.
Yeah, but Chris Maloney's awesome.
Yeah, Chris Maloney's in it, and he has a imaginary friend who's like a flying horse with a unicorn freaking horn.
And he's like a flying unicorn Pegasus character that's played by Patton Oswalt, I think.
Yeah, and it's just batshit crazy.
And he's just like a batshit crazy guy.
Uber violence, it's almost like the violence is on like almost like a horror level. It's like gore. Yeah, so it's good and it's funny.
That's awesome.
Anyway, yeah, that's it, man. That's all you got. What do you want? It's the world.
What we got? It's 8 o'clock. About time
the world ended.
So Grayson doesn't, hang me. He's like, Dad, you never were around for the beginning of wrestling, and I'm like, fuck. Not because he wants me around. I want him to want me beat around, but I'm like, shit. Like I feel bad, So it is what it is.
Just so pissed off at him for being able to be labeled as a essential business down here.
Whatever happens, boys will be back out in the summer. The second season will be out in the summer. Is that what it's called? Yes, and it's an awesome show. The Boys is freaking awesome show. That's it. I haven't read shit. I haven't done anything. I've been working 6 days a fucking week, guys, and losing my mind out here. Trying to make some. Yes, it's the fucking Boys, Rob. It's called The Boys.
Oh shit! Yeah, you've been miserable, man. Like I'll call you during the week and shit. You just sound fucking
like,
bro. You're like, I'll bring up something. You're just like, I don't care. I don't give a shit. I don't care.
Yeah, all right. I gotta get upstairs. Triple H is doing his 25 years of celebrating Triple H tonight. Yeah.
I love the game.
Yeah, H is fucking awesome, man.
In the crowd.
Wrestling is boring without fans in the crowd. Yeah, no, it kind of is. But there's a few characters I like seeing. Like I like. There's I don't know, whatever. My son enjoys, so I watch this shit. Right, Rob, Baz. How old were you guys the first time you watched The Adventures of Ford Fairlane? I saw that shit in the fucking theater, son. Woo! It was 1990. I saw it in the theater. It was only in the theater for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was a huge Andrew Dice Clay fan, so I was a huge Andrew Dice Clay fan. And
I was like around 14 or something, 15 or some shit.
And I was 8.
yeah, that's about right.
I was younger than Grayson when I saw my first. I got my first sip of Andrew Dice Clay, but whatever. It turned me into the fucking batshit crazy guy. Hey, I am now. Whatever. I know everyone thinks they're crazy, right? Look at me, I'm crazy. I'll go take pictures on Instagram, show my ass or something. So yeah, no, fucking huge Ford Fairlane fan. It's like my dream. Everyone knows this at this point. That's my dream 1/6 scale figure. I would love a 1/6 dice from that movie though, with a 1/6 scale actual Ford Fairlane car. I actually went and bought the car from the movie, but it's not. It's a Franklin Mint Adventures of Ford. It's not an Adventures of Ford Fairlane car. It's the 1957 Ford Fairlane Skyliner 500 with the drop top convertible in cherry red and white. I got that from Franklin Mint, but it's not a Ford Fairlane car. It's just the actual Ford Fairlane car. It's not from the movie.
See how like you're with Andrew Dice Clay is how I'm with Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah, and that's the next generation.
My favorite. Actually, Dangerfield gave Dice Clay a break, right?
Hey, that was where Dice got his. Yeah, Dice is like that's his mentor. Yeah.
So my favorite movie is Easy Money with Dangerfield and Joe Pesci.
What a great movie! What a fucking classic, man! What a great movie!
I could watch it over and over again.
Yeah, if
you haven't seen Easy Money, man, that is the best freaking Rodney Dangerfield movie. It's underrated.
Yeah, no.
A lot of people say like back to school and shit. Nah, that's the popular choice. Easy Money's the underground choice.
Yeah, Easy Money. The popular choices. Yeah, Back to School, Caddyshack, but Easy Money is where it's at.
put your heads together and form an ass.
Oh man, I wasn't allowed to see it. I was 12. Had to see Ghost instead. Fuck my life. That's awesome. The what you call it? Yeah, he was 12. Yeah, no, my mother didn't even give a shit. She was just like, look, if you talk like dice, I'm gonna break your head. You can see whatever you want. Just if I hear a word out of your mouth, you're getting smacked. So then I became foul mouth later on in life. And CM Brock,
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm late. We're signing off. I love seeing that too. Guys are like, hey man, what's up? It's like, you just missed the bus, buddy. We're like waving, bye, Brock. Bye. He had the funniest reply to your post, bro, about the Magneto. I don't want to get into what it is because we'll probably get banned from YouTube for saying it. But it was a really funny post, and I was like, oh my god, I couldn't believe that this is what we're talking about. And CM Brock had the best reply.
So, I didn't see it. Shit.
Yeah, you got to go see his reply to your comment. It's pretty funny.
Awesome.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, take care. Brush your fucking hair, and we'll see you next week. Sorry, Brock. We'll catch you next week, guys. Later. All right.